Well guys, today we're gonna spend the day in Manila. Well, I'm in Davao and I'm looking on my old recordings. I think that it could be interesting to spend a day in memories in Manila. That was around one and a half year ago. I was renting house in Imus, Cavite, and before that I was renting the places in Boni, Makati, and one other place which I don't remember exactly the name. And I was willing to try different kind of lifestyles which are available in Manila and suburbs of Manila and surroundings of Manila. So this is one typical day from my traveling from Imus, Cavite to the market of Zapote. Here we are now on this market, and then I go typically to the seaside, spend the time in the Mall of Asia. Later, after the Mall of Asia, I go to the local restaurant and fish and fruit night market. And then that's it. Just to take a small walk around bay, and then it's day done. If I stay in Manila, then I take the small jeepney and I go back to Makati. And in this case, I have my bike with me and I travel back to Imus, Cavite. The reason why I stay in different places, I stay like 1 month in one place, other month in another place. I want to understand the lifestyle. And when I travel around the world and I see all those places, I absorb the lifestyle which people have. And from different aspects, different sides of the life. Of course, for me, because I'm involved in the healthy food business, it's very interesting what people eat, what kind of diets they have. And majority of the time I spend around the food businesses, either markets, restaurants, public eateries.
It's more pleasing for you, for customers. Wow, that's great.
Yeah, well, I would like to see some more things as in museums and cultural events, but that's mainly thing which we have back in Europe. Here in Asia, those things are very limited. I will say compared to the Europe, maybe only 10% of what we have. And once you are in an environment which is dedicated some specific purpose, you use this thing which is available, and of course you can wish and you can search for other things, but
that's funny.
Main thing in Southeast Asia, if you're gonna look in any city, either Vietnam, either Thailand, either Indonesia or Philippines, Laos, Cambodia, and so on, and except the industrialized places like Japan, and some degree Hong Kong, some degree Singapore. But majority of the places is going to be dedicated to the food. Going out in the evening, enjoying the snacks, this and that. And that's the main thing. And it's also very interesting for me that the food markets are still functioning here, which is very good, because I think the future are in the local markets and in internet food delivery and lesser of course shopping malls. well, they will stay. They will be serving the purposes because people still like to go out and have a social interaction with other people. But as a food business and food delivery, it's definitely the markets where you can get direct contact with the seller, with the farmer, understand the food quality, check it, taste it, and so on, or either internet deliveries. So once it's like that, you spend the time and spend all effort to explore all those things which you have around you. And each and other market here in the Philippines is going to be very, very same. Because many people who watch this video now, they can imagine that this place could be anywhere in the Philippines. And it could be a little bit more one thing or another thing, but in general, if you show me this market, I wouldn't be able to say, or I'm in Cagayan de Oro, or I'm in somewhere in Bangkarahan market in Davao, or I'm in Manila in market Zapote, and they are quite same. Configuration could be different in different places. Like in Imus Cavite, I remember it was a very huge, beautiful, big market. Nice place. And some places could be a little bit cramped and small. But in general, like you see the fruits and veggies, and they even look very, very same. And if you're gonna show me those tomatoes from this market, I will be able to say that that's the Filipino tomato, because in Europe it's gonna be a totally different look. It's much more diverse. Everything which you have in department of the veggies is gonna be much more richer, much more diverse. The fruits, depends on the place. Some places have like Dumaguete, Cagayan de Oro. Definitely here in Davao, the fruit choice is good, is decent. But also, it's not that rich as in Thailand or Indonesia. Of course, it's limited to industries. What kind of industries you have all around you? And agriculture here are, and I will say in the stage of just the beginning. And you can see some big agglomerations, and then from those big agglomerations is nothing. And in Europe, you're going to see in each and other corner farmers have some kind of business. Strawberries, berries, different kind of veggies, apple trees, and so on. And it's always busy with something. Here's either nothing, either total mismanagement of the places and small bamboo houses where people don't have any gardens. Like nearly nothing. Or either you have very big industrialized companies who do industrialized business. So there's no small farmer culture here in such present as we have. And that's very sad and wrong. Why? Why? Well, you may think that people would like to work in big cities and big companies and corporations, and that's true. And there is no industries here. There is no airline company. There is no big IT company. There is some this and that, but it's not enough. So, and from the other side, there is not enough supply of local diverse groceries and fruits, beans and nuts and so on. There's so many things to do. So people could be busy in those small farms and produce beautiful organic fruits and veggies. That could be a solution. That could be the way for Philippines to get more advanced in the future and supply people with working places and stability. And it's very healthy environment where people have the farms and local small environments which is thriving and healthy. And then if someone from family wants to go in a factory or in city, they can go and work there, and they may stay in city and choose the city lifestyle. And for the moment, all things which I see around me, it looks like just the beginning of everything. There's a farming, there's big corporations, so it's huge amount of the work in future. And if you think the ratio of the growth, which is around maybe 5% in a year, so you can imagine how many years you need in order to make all those places working and functioning properly. Well, as you hear probably now, the dog begins to bark. Dogs are barking, the roosters are going crazy, and so on. So all those things are distracting the people to living normal, peaceful lifestyle. So again and again, when I look around, I see only those things which is still half done or not done at all, and I can't lay my eye on something and say, well, that works perfectly, that works beautifully. Not that many things, or I'll say nearly maybe, yeah. It's very difficult to find things like that. So either it's going to be a local environment, like here I'm in city, and living in compound, and then the dogs barking all around. People sometimes burning the garbage, so the all small goes to you. Roosters go crazy. Loud bikes, loud cars. So environment is very noisy and difficult for people to concentrate and get attention to the work and produce something valuable. Well, yeah, that's observations. The markets, well, yeah, they are more or less same. Yeah, and as you see here, fish, veggies, fruits, oils, things like that. So they are very same. Infrastructure of the Manila, yeah, well, there is some few islands which is more or less developed. There's Boni Station, Makati by itself, BGC. But once you go out from BGC, it's going to be fence, and you go through this fence and you end up again in a small housing, mismanaged, no sewage systems, no drainage systems. Again dogs, again roosters, noise all around you. And I couldn't say that it looks kind of healthy and looks as we used to see back in Europe, where everything is more or less organized always. It doesn't matter if it's a big city or a small city, it's always going to be order, it's going to be very clean, and cities in the Baltic states could be just very, very clean. Scandinavian cities could be also clean. Central part of the Europe could be mix and mash, but also because of huge influence of the foreign people who come over, and they still don't understand and they can't follow the rules which we have, and so it takes time then adjust. And typically it's the next generation of the young people who grow up in European environment and communities. They kind of adapt to the European lifestyle. So of course it's going to be a very harsh difference in many aspects. Main problem, of course, is pollution. Sewage system which doesn't exist. Rivers are crazy polluted. Air pollution, noise. So many things should be done. And well, as a basic infrastructure, well, I will say it's functioning more or less. The traffics and so on, they are big and severe, but functions some way somehow. And there is some charm of the big city in Manila. You're gonna see the Mall of Asia. You see all those buildings around you, and shopping experience are decent, and there's a kind of city vibe. You can get it in Manila. But again, you're gonna go out from Mall of Asia. The Manila Bay is gonna be very heavily polluted. That's gonna be also a sad scene. With one word, yeah, it's like Mission Mash. Good and not that good. And I was trying to understand by myself, am I willing to stay in this place? Am I willing to live in this place? This is a lifestyle which I would like to have. And for the moment I will say probably no, because of all those things which I mentioned before, and they are very severe and big, and change them, well, yeah, it's gonna be different. Of course it's gonna be different in 20 years maybe, but foreseeable future as maybe 3 to 5 years, well, yeah, don't think so. Well, it's huge investment which is necessary and needed to implement, and the state of economy is not that great. There's not that many big companies who can pay this kind of money, and the cycle of this build gonna come to some point where borrowed money should be returned, and difficult to say how new flow of money will penetrate the economy, and how it's going to be implemented, and all those options which are they anyway are not that fundamental. I don't see that some dedicated, for example, region of the Philippines are dedicated to IT and opened for the global giant world companies which will employ like 20, 50, 100,000 people, and so they will be able to earn decent salaries and later on contribute to economy with the purchasing power. Such plans I don't see in foreseeable horizon, and if there is no such strong boost systems, then the growth is going to be slow, and a depth in future may eat up all this possible small growth, so it's going to be stagnating. And for me, for this moment, to be in Manila, it's just occasionally. Well, I spent few months there, but I wouldn't be happy that I need to spend more than months again, and I'm not going to be seeing anything new and everything exciting. It's going to be same noise and buzz, and that's going to annoy me. Oh yeah, in the evening I can go out and enjoy the beautiful market, as you see here. Get the seafood and durian, and then maybe some street musicians and so on. This could be interesting, yeah. Then the problem is, by day it's going to be heavily polluted, noise, smoke, those crazy jeepneys without exhaust systems, loud and disturbing. And so I'm not going to be able to focus on my things. I'm going to be also disturbed by those things. So I don't want, in this regard, I want to find a place which is more quiet, which again is very difficult. It's very, very difficult to find a place which is quiet here in the Philippines. That's like major, I guess, obstacle for the foreigners when you come over here fresh, just from Europe specifically, with all your silence and quietness and so on, and you come here, you're gonna go mad. For a few months, it's gonna be very, very difficult for you to adjust, because there's no place, there's no space where you can be in silence and quietness. There's always some noise, day and night. And, those things are unacceptable for us back in Europe, and those things are acceptable here. So, and if it's like that, so you're not going to be feeling as good as you feel back at home. Yeah, so as for the beach also, there's no beach in Manila. That's the big minus. Manila Bay is heavily polluted, and all those attempts to fix the bay, it's very good, it's honorable, people thinking about that. There's a practical approach, because I see how much time we spend on the things like that, and our systems of the treatment of the water and management of the sewage and garbage is already 100 years old, and all those pipes are implemented. Here is just the beginning. But yeah, I can enjoy beautiful surroundings and beautiful street music.
I said to myself, what a wonderful world. I see the sky of blue and clouds of white, the bright, blessed day and the dark, sacred night. I said to myself, it's a wonderful world. The color of the rainbow is painting in the sky, and also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do, and they're saying I love you. My hair shadows bright, I watch them grow. They've learned much more than I ever knew. I said to myself, it's a wonderful world. I said to myself, it's a wonderful world. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Alright.
Beautiful.
This is Pasagol.
Yeah. Beautiful. What can I say? Beautiful. And I have discussion with the singer, and he was traveling around the United States and stayed for some time in Miami, and would like to go back and perform in restaurants and have this interesting lifestyle. Suddenly something with visas, and he have no option to go there back. So he works on this beautiful market in Manila. Yeah, so you see all people love this system, which is in the United States. It's like melting pot of different kind of cultures and flavors. Open economy, where the people can utilize their potential on the maximum, and that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, and, it's more or less same in Europe. And, as always, we hope that those values, those quality things which we have achieved, it's going to be also implemented more and more in different places around the world, and people will be able to live happy, full-fledged lives, enjoy the modern technology, enjoy interaction between the scientists, culture people, just the normal people traveling around and talking with each other. Because you need to remember that the life is short. And if you think that it's gonna be tomorrow better, now No, it's not gonna be like that. It's take time. It's take many years to rebuild infrastructure and improve the lifestyle. And, yeah, and that's my hope. But as for now, well, I can enjoy those things which is available, which is here. And my choice for the moment is smaller islands and beautiful sandy beaches, and cities like once in a year for the few weeks, and then again back to nature. We're gonna wait when those cities gonna be beautiful gardens. It may take some time, but it is what it is, yeah. So yeah, that was my trip in Manila. I have been in Manila many times, spent many months. There's gonna be more videos in the future. When I have free time, I will take out some video from 1 year ago, 2 years ago, and put the comments on that.